This actual ticket has been decided that I'm going to sing, so here we go. And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3, go. Adam Cole and the babies. 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 That was great. Good party for life. Good party for life.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend and an even better start to your short week. This is THS Wrestling presents That Wrestling Show. My name is John, and I'm a man that is glad I never have to see Angel Hernandez umpire a major league game ever again. And I am joined by a man who asked his friends to come and do the Monet dance on Sunday. Neesin, how are you?
You know, CEO is champion, feeling sexy from Sexy Red. It's, look, wrestling, we know what it's for, but the celebration just of all the hard work and dedication of these beautiful women that's going on it moves me. It moves my spirit. One may say it can't break my soul out of everything that's going on, but yeah, wow. I'm feeling great, feeling good, counting down the days to the next basketball season because there's no basketball on. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I've been told there isn't any basketball on. It's just
there's no basketball on. Yeah, all it is one of the greatest of all time, Kyrie, just playing street ball with a bunch of kids. It's a great time. It's a great time. Great time, guys. What can you say?
I will say there's nothing quite like, and I think this just goes for any sport. There's nothing quite like playoff sports. There's
nothing like any. I mean, again, my playoffs only lasted around 4 games. I got 4 games, but there's nothing like playoff sports. Can't wait till next year. Football's coming up. 100 days to football.
100 days till football, yes.
And also, just shout out to, I know somebody in the chat just said Jordan Grace. Shout out to all the big, beautiful, buff baddies, bumping boobies out there. My God, it is a lovely time for professional wrestling, and women are the draw, not a draw. They're the draw.
Yes,
the draw.
Yes,
what a time
they are. I think before we do get into our scheduled topics, which are just recapping and discussing the King and Queen of the Ring, Double or Nothing, and the future of Becky Lynch, some stuff went down on NXT.
Stuff is always going down on NXT. NXT is turning back into the greatest professional wrestling show on the planet. Remember that? Remember Olive Garden boys? And it was the whole look. 205 Live NXT is the greatest shows on the wrestling. The greatest wrestling shows.
205 Live.
We're getting it back.
Are we?
Yes, we are. You know why? Because worlds are truly colliding, Pingo. Worlds are truly colliding.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first big I think the first big thing that happened was we got the reveal of the Women's North American Championship, which, I mean, it looks great. I think it looks pretty cool. I believe it's going to be decided in is it a ladder match? Or no?
No, I think they're doing the, I mean, I didn't see the beginning of it, but they're doing right now they're doing a qualifying matches. So they did a Columbine. So people, I haven't been watching NXT. They did a Columbine to get qualified into these qualifying matches, and I think to get into the ladder match for the North American Championship. And I mean, they had people like Mia Yim getting number 3 in the Columbine, in the Columbine. So I this is incredible.
Yeah,
This is really incredible, man.
I mean,
Jada Parker?
I feel like I saw it was a ladder match, and maybe that's just me remembering that the North American Championship was originally won in a ladder match. So maybe I saw multiple people on the screen and went ladder match. I don't know.
Right. You would be surprised. I don't know, but I know right now they're doing qualifying matches. So it's just that everything means something. That's one thing about this era. And I know we're gonna get into the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring and all, but like everything is meaning something. And
yeah,
even the main event last night on Raw, like I know people are like, oh, you know, you having Becky in it, blah, blah, blah. Like Becky and all these things happening. There was 3 storylines going at once. Like every single moment meant something. Like it was there, even to the end where basically Liv Morgan face fucked Dom. It was a time from beginning of Raw to end. It was a time.
Yeah, so North American champion, the women's North American Championship looks really great. The other shocking thing that we have is apparently the next person to challenge for the NXT Women's Champion is the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace. This is good stuff, folks. I thoroughly enjoy this. I love the partnership we have with TNA here. That's an exciting match. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Roxana Perez for sure has her work cut out for her.
I mean, you know, if everybody knows has been watching the show, knows my love and admiration for Roxanne Perez, and Jordan Grace. Been a fan of Jordan Grace, but I think she proved that she belonged not only in the WWE ring, but any women's wrestling ring across the planet, just working inside of that Royal Rumble. She stood next to all of those stars and felt like she was a star herself. And so I think this is just another stepping stone, doing a main event type match, you know, with their prodigy NXT inside the first event inside of the UFC battle, what is it, UFC Apex, inside of their UFC Apex. I think that's not nothing to sneeze at. That's not nothing to look past. Like that's a big and trusting thing, right?
Yeah.
Like just like with Ethan Page, right? These are big things that's happening, and like right in front of our face, and it's a lot of trust being given. And you know, good old HBK, Chef Boy Our Heartbreak is in there. Chefing up. I like Boy Our Heartbreak in there. Chefing up. I just came up with that at the top of the head. I don't even know if anybody said that before.
Oh, I love it.
Just
put the chef hat on him.
Oh my God.
Those SpaghettiOs. Goodness. Yeah, and Jordan Grace is wrestling next week too. This is good stuff. I love it. I'm very excited to see if
Vegas is like, and TNA's like second home.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah. You're Chef Boy Our Heartbreak.
I could see Grace winning the NXT championship. I really do.
I really can. Seeing being a double champion, that'd be dope. That'd be dope
as well. That would be very interesting. And then maybe we would see some of the NXT women going to TNA.
Or like Cedric just tweeted, does that mean he gets a shot at the X Division champion, Mufasa Ali? And Mufasa Ali replied, hey, you gave me a shot at your cruiserweight title. I will love to return the favor. Boy, oh boy.
Great. It's fun. This is fun. I like when things are fun, and this is definitely fun. Another fun thing that happened that you informed me while I was logging into the stream is All Ego Ethan Page is now in the black and gold brand, and I, for one, am very excited for him. I've always been a big fan of Ethan Page. He is, I mean, he was super underutilized in AEW to the point where I don't even know what he was doing for the back half of his contract. I'll make a bold prediction right now. What is it?
Let's go.
528. In a year's time, at least by this time next year, Ethan Page will be or will have been NXT champion.
I will make a bolder prediction. By this time next year, All Ego Ethan Page will be on the main roster by next year.
Why not both?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'll make a bolder predict though. I'll go bolder. He'll be Intercontinental Champion by the end of next year.
Fuck it. I go
Just an hour of this. He's going to defeat everyone and be inducted into the Hall of Fame in 3 years.
Sexy Red is the hottest hip hop act that's going on. Apparently, that NXT said, and that Sexy Red is great. Sexy Red is a rapper. She makes a lot of songs that women shake their butts to, and men shake their butts to, and them shake their butts to. They shake their butts to. I was shaking my butt to before Penguin came on, and I was just like, bow, bow, bow.
He was,
you know, and then
I was like, oh, I get it.
It was a whole thing, and then I thought about what Kendrick said when he was like, when I see you stand next to Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. And I was like, damn, is he talking about me? Am I two bad bitches when I stand next to Sexy Red?
Yes. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not light enough. No.
Yeah, so this is exciting. I'm excited for Ethan Page. I'm excited to see what we do with him. And I think it'll be big things, man. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He's always put the work in. He's great on the mic. He's always been great on the mic. And yeah, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Imagine Hicklebottom puts All Ego stable. That would be hilarious.
There we go. Dylan went even bolder.
You're even
to
bolder.
Break San Martino's record by this time next year, which is in time and space physically impossible.
Even
but,
bolder.
Even bolder.
Give us your bold predictions, guys, in the chat. Bold predictions in the chat for Ethan Page.
Yeah, we want them bold predictions. So let's talk about making some coffee on a Saturday morning and just watching some good old professional wrestling. WWE King and Queen of the Ring. I love it. Everyone's like, I don't know if I want to overseas Mania. I'm like, yeah, give me the whole week there. Give me all the promotions go there. So I'm waking up at 7 a.m, drinking coffee, watching wrestling.
Now, granted, I don't know about if I have to travel to overseas Manias, but watching professional, I will say this until my last breath. My last breath is just gonna be professional wrestling Saturday mornings are the best. Like that'll be my last. That'll be my last breath. Like it is. It is truly the best thing. I wake up, go get my little workout in, come back, take a shower, and what? I'm back in the bed, cozy, watching wrestling at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
it was overcast, nice and cool day. Oh man, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it.
Troy, what are you saying about Ethan Page?
I mean, that's a bold prediction.
That is a bold
prediction.
I'm sorry.
More bold predictions in the chat for Ethan Page, guys. Shout out Troy for the bold prediction because it's bold.
So let's talk about King and Queen of the Ring. I thought overall it was a very good show. Was that a 8K drone that they were using for our? Were they borrowing a little bit from Pro Wrestling Noah there, using the 8Ks for inside the ring?
Yeah, I mean, Oh, you mean the inside the ring for the show? Oh yeah, so they've been doing that for a couple of and it wasn't a drone. He has on a steady cam. Yeah, yeah. They've been doing it, but the steady cam, it's a dope shot. My only thing is with the 8Ks, the focal points are so sensitive, so can't be rushing in on people and then it's all out of focus and you have to wait for a second. But beautiful. King, Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring, King, Queen of the Ring. Was shot beautifully. Kudos to the new production team. I mean, probably the most viral shot is the Logan Paul, drone 360 drone shot he did,
dude.
Doing the spit out Triple H and then jumping out. That shit was incredible. Queen of the Sexy Butts, Nia Jax won. I'm sorry, that comment just threw me off.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it in a minute here. But I want to talk about the Women's World Championship. We have a new Women's World Champion in Liv Morgan with a little not help from Dirty Dom. I enjoyed this match. I'm excited to see where we go. Liv as champion. Let's try and make it better this time. I think we will this time. I think there's a lot more to work with here, especially with not just her being champion, but with her seemingly weaving her web and trapping the Judgment Day in it. We did also see a little backstage of her talking to old Big Head.
Trap to be in.
We started talking to old Big Head. JD Madonna as well in the back.
Big Head. I'm like, who's Big
Head? Yeah. He's got a big head. Remember that was the thing, like during the Cruiserweight Classic, they're like, everyone's like, this guy has a huge head. That was like the big thing.
I always thought if you took Finn Balor and put in the NBA Jam big head code, you got JD McDonough.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm excited to see what we do with Liv. I thought the match was very good. Let's talk about Nia Jax and Lia Valkyrie, because I think this match was I was doing the blinking eye meme, like, oh, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I thought the finish was amazing. That is just like boom.
If amazing meets just I instantly was like, oh, she shit herself. Like that's no, unless Lyra has abs of steel, I'm just like, no, you had to shark. Like no way in hell.
That's a lot.
She didn't even like brace herself. She just
no. I was like, I'm gonna make you look good here.
Oh, this is gonna be. Don't worry, I got you.
I got you. I might die, but I got you. So Nia Jax, Queen of the Ring. And I do love that where it's like, oh, by the way, if you win the tournament, you get a championship match. I think that's
Let's talk about that a little bit. So Triple H says on Thursday night at their press conference out there, and announces that King and Queen of the Ring, the winners, will now get an official title shot. Then he went a step further and said the official title shot will be at SummerSlam. So that means, because we have Money in the Bank in July, right? So you have Money in the Bank. So now you have these summer pay-per-views, which people have been begging for. Now they all mean something, right? You're King and Queen of the Ring. It's a meaningful tournament, which has high stakes, which allows you to have somebody is going to main event in a title shot for SummerSlam, which in 2 years is 2 fucking nights. Like 2 nights in Minneapolis. So in a twin city, I mean, a city that hasn't won anything, but hey, they won 2 nights at SummerSlam. That's what they get.
Yeah.
I love that. So then it just adds this extra meaningful pressure on who's gonna win. And when you see Nia Jax that has come back and has been everything that she was promised to be from NXT the first run, to come back and being dominant, and to putting on bangers, and to being mean, and to being vicious, and to being beautiful, and to being vicious, and to being amazing, and to being vicious, and to actually like get a solid win over somebody that has gotten over so quickly from NXT that really I'm super surprised about, but happy for. And that looked like they had a rocket strapped to their back. You're like, oh, this is gonna be hers. They're about to make her the next, quote unquote. And no, Nia Jax is really primed. And when we talk about Bayley and who's gonna be those real contenders over at SmackDown, who are they gonna build up to be the real villains against Bayley to give Bayley a legitimate run? Nia Jax is right there. And it's so beautiful to watch and see. So kudos to Nia Jax. She's 40. God.
There you go.
Kudos to Nia Jax, man. She
Also,
is everything. She's everything. She gets all the flowers.
I just realized that we're gonna get the NXT rematch from, I think that was in the UK. Nia Jax versus Bayley. From many years ago.
Oh yeah, in NXT. Yep. So Nia Jax has I feel like her and her horsewoman run. I feel like it's pretty good, you know. And I think her and Bayley is gonna put on a banger and Cleveland, and I really can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm happy. I'm happy that she won.
That's gonna be something. That's like Sting and Vader right there.
Oof.
I love it.
Oof. I want to see Bayley do. Bayley, if you're listening, we need Sting and Vader references throughout the whole match.
They should just do the White Castle of Fear match from World War III. No, that's not right. I can't remember. Anyway, that was like 1991 or something, guys. Anywho, King Gunther. We all knew this was going to happen, but this match was great, except, I mean, Randy's shoulder was clearly up. That was a little but whatever.
No, I love that. I love that.
Explain.
Like, because you watch Randy, we've watched Randy come back and to be basically this living legend, and not really doing the living legend Cena run, but doing the active living legend run, and kind of been floating around that title. And you have Cody Rhodes, that's who has the title on there. We all know that is the meat potato, dive deep, whoever's going to turn home whoever, but that's the feud. That's the thing that people are waiting for on that show, right? Besides Brock, Roman, whatever the case, right?
Yeah.
So you have that. The shoulder's kind of up. It gives him an out, and it gives you another rematch with Gunther and Randy. So where you're getting not just a one-off legend match, which came out to be fucking crazy, right? Yeah. They just beat the shit out of each other. Yeah. But now you're able to get more from that, right? It's not just we had this in a tournament. We're giving, same thing with they did with Dragunov and Gunther. They felt like they're trying to set up, they'll give you Dragunov and Gunther in a tournament, so it'll just be a one-off, and all the wrestling nerds like us will be able to talk about it on the podcast, and they can move on from it, and they can tell the story they want to tell. Like, no, they're like, we're gonna give you a fucking story. And how do they do that? He comes right after the match. He says it in the back. He's like, like, I seen it on the tape. I seen it on the tape. The ref didn't see it, but what we're gonna do? He's gonna get his rematch and blah blah blah. Like, he's already saying it, and I think that storytelling and being able to set that up ahead of time and be able to play that, like, because they know we're all gonna react to it, right? So it's like, because we can see it, and it's purposely shot just like that. So it's like, oh, boom, boom, and then right after you tell the story, and now we're getting Gunther. I said Walter earlier. We're getting Gunther, Randy too. I know who's that? We're getting Gunther and Randy too, and that is effing incredible.
Yeah, that's
Effing
gonna be
incredible.
fun.
Let's
I did
go.
also like during the replays, Corey was like, he wanted to see the other angle. They wouldn't show it though, which I thought was interesting. But I did like that he was like, I'm gonna point it out, whatever. And then we
it felt
had
real, man.
It did feel real. It was yeah, it was great. It was this whole show was really good. And the main event, I mean, how many times can we talk about how good Logan Paul is at this? Like,
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest. Logan Paul stole the show from Cody Rhodes to me. Like, and I guess that's Cody Rhodes doing a great job at doing what he does, but also like I'm already over Cody Rhodes' title run. Like it's
wow.
It's formulaic at
Bring
this
Roman
point.
back. Bring him back.
Well, I mean, look, I didn't want him to go, but like it's formulaic at this point, right? Like I'm gonna get my ass beat most of the day. I'm gonna come back and not just like in a normal sense, but it's like we're gonna do the fire up thing, and it's bro, like let's turn. If you're gonna, I don't know if he needs to do the heel thing already, but it's something he needs something more, or maybe it needs more. That's it. He needs a story. He needs a real story,
oh
not
my God, he needs another story. He just finished one.
This is very true. He did just finish.
What the hell? How many stories does this guy have?
The story
No,
that never ends, Pingle.
I was going to ask you, like, well, what do you think is missing so far from this title run?
A real story. I think you don't pull the trigger on Randy right now, right? So like, and I see that he's trying to like build people, and it feels like he has a list of people that he wants to work with, but this Logan thing is going to be a one-off, and maybe less is not. We'll see Friday. Maybe we get another one. He gets another try, but just doing this one-off matches are cool. But give us the story, Cody. Give us the story.
Who would continue the story with Cody?
I don't know, man. I think that's the problem. And this is, you know what, Troy, you're right. And you know why? Because when WrestleMania LA, what did I say? He needs to win. So therefore, Roman could go through the Mad King era and start working with other people as he tries to get his way back to Cody. And that way people could be built up again. Right? You needed to take the belt from Roman because it created this ecosystem that was too heavy. It was too much. So now when it goes to Cody, it's so heavy that he has to be able to carry that, and no one else around because the bloodline is now new and whatever the case may be. Does he go back to fighting with the bloodline? Who knows? Like, is it going to have to be Jacob Fatu? Is going to have to be this new Solo? But you can't do that. You can't rehash the Cody and bloodline situation. You have to keep them apart, right? So this is why this is why you can see these takes coming, is because this is the issue with having that gravity around someone like Roman and not really build your heels when an eventual face takes it off, right? Like that's what happens, and that's what we're looking at right now. And I don't know who that will be or who that could be, because I think someone like Carmelo could have been great for a story, right? For something longer instead of just the first night. We're just going to get this one-off match, but yeah, get maybe a 2-match thing, and then he loses and then he works his way back up. I would say someone like Braun Breaker would have been great if he was on SmackDown. I would say I don't even know who's on SmackDown as a heel anymore, to be honest. Like, I mean, you got Grayson Waller, Austin Theory.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I can almost guarantee the next thing is probably going to be Orton. They're probably going to do Orton Rhodes.
So then how do you, if they're doing Gunther Orton 2 next, where does Cody?
I'm saying for like SummerSlam.
Oof. I mean, it has to be.
Yeah.
But do you turn, see, that's the thing. Like, I need punt head Orton versus Rhodes. I need over the limit beating the shit out of Cena Orton versus Rhodes. Like, I need ball head, all skinhead Orton, like, about to just decapitate somebody. I hear voices in my head, Orton versus Rhodes, and I don't know if we could get that before SummerSlam. I don't know how I mean, maybe we can, but how do we get there?
I mean, let Gunther pile drive him and just use that as a way to make Orton. I mean, we did it with Matt Hardy when he was broken. Just do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be. I'm gonna look at the SmackDown roster. I would love to see who's like their bad guys that could go against Cody for this run, or are we gonna get a Cody heel turn?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is Cena done shooting Peacemaker?
I have no idea. You think they'll do him Cena?
I mean, if we're being a heel, if Cena, that's the perfect turn for Cena. If Cena last hurrah is he wants to be bad guy Cena on his way out, the perfect turn is going to be on Cody. That's the person you flip the switch on, Cody Rhodes, because that'll make Cody even a bigger white meat baby face, and that would just cement Cena's legacy as on his way out. Not saying he ended at SummerSlam, but definitely saying that if we could get heel Cena versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, is going to sell out a stadium, and we get a nice for the next year, and then Mania we get a heel Cena versus whatever as a send off.
Okay, I'm fine with it. I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, I just opened the results for Double or Nothing, and I scrolled for 40 minutes to get through all the matches.
Oh yeah, that sounds like me.
Like a big old. I mean, it's like I love doing I'm watching an AEW pay-per-view, and then I look at my watch, and then I look at the card and go, "Oh, this isn't going to end till 2:30 in the morning." I will say overall, I thought the show was pretty good. I was kind of like, they're starting with Ospreay Roderick, but that match was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. One thing I just want to put this out into the universe. We need to stop having title eliminator matches. We need to stop having them, because if you beat the champion, then you get a title shot. Has that ever happened? In 5 years of doing eliminator matches, has the champion ever been pinned by a challenger and then owed them a title match? I don't think so.
Well, anything could happen in the professional wrestling world of AEW.
It's just annoying. Like anytime that stipulation is added, I'm like, well, the champion's gonna win.
Right. Fair.
Just I hate that. I hate it. It's no fun. I guess yes, it does make sense technically, because it is a it's not an AEW sanctioned belt. And Konosuke does not wrestle for New Japan. He wrestles for DDT. So I guess technically yes, if you want a title shot, you have to beat me. Makes sense. But in the history of title eliminator matches, it has never. It's just it's very predictable. even though that match was fucking great, but it was very predictable.
Wait. The Osprey match was a tighter eliminator match?
No, I'm sorry. Moxley Takeshita. I didn't get that. My bad.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
huh?
No, because he won the title.
Yeah, that's why I was very confused. My brain broke.
I guess I literally just glossed over MJF coming back. That's very funny.
You jumped. I did not. I was not with you.
My bad, folks. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, it was great to see Max back. Basically being like, no more friends ever again. No more parties in LA. It's over. It's just me. It's about me now. I know everyone's like, oh, he got the tattoo. I'm like, I don't care. Like, who cares? Like, let him. And it's not like whatever. I did love his Triple H tribute jacket though. That was cool.
Yeah. I have thoughts, but I think they haven't formed quite yet. Like
All right.
Did you time that promo? Does the Wikipedia tell you how long that promo was? Is that even counted?
It was probably like 20 minutes.
Okay, so
no, that's not right. It was probably like
it's like 10, maybe.
10.
Yeah. So let's say 8 out of those 10 minutes was just I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm great. I'm better than you. I'm not leaving. And that's my thing. I'm like, you hit Adam Cole, get him out the ring, which pissed me off because I was like, yeah, he's back on his feet. My guy, Adam Cole, baby.
He took a bump, so that means he's probably close.
That's what I was like, super excited. And then you got rid of him in the first 2 minutes, and then that was it. It was done. And it was just you talking about how great you were. And I was just like, all right, I think I'm supposed to be excited. And it was one of those things where I was watching with a couple of people and like they were excited. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, what am I missing? Like, what am I like? I want something from this. And all I'm getting is I'm great. I'm like, is somebody gonna come out? Is he gonna call out somebody? Is he gonna do something? Oh, he's just saying, no, I'm great. I'm the greatest. And I'm better than you, and I'm here to stay. And then he had the whole like, I did too many rails, and I was like, oh, all right, he was like, he was, Tony Hawking a lot backstage. It felt like, and then, he had a full special, just full, just 50-50 in the whole 18 rail down.
I think I do agree with you. I think we needed MJF to come back. I feel like obviously he had been injured for a while, so he was rehabbing that. But I think it's good to have him back. It's good to have him back, and maybe it feels like not in the title picture right away. It feels like he has some unfinished business to take care of with Adam Cole and the Baybes. Or whatever they're called, Undisputed Era.
Whoa, don't disrespect Adam Cole and the Baybes like that. That is a great folks group, okay? They're a great folks group that is a pair of friends that sings a cappella very well and also plays a quite quick game of Uno, which is very, very entertaining. So Adam Cole and the Baybes, I'm here for you. Can't wait till your next CD drops. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm excited for him to be back. We'll see. I'm sure we'll see. I don't know what else to say about that. I am excited that he's back though, because I think
I'm excited.
It'll make things more interesting weekly.
Shout out Flobo, who just joined the Instagram feed, by the way, live on Instagram.
What's up, my guy? How are you?
But he didn't say it, just see him join in.
So we have a bit of an issue here.
issue.
We had our barbed wire steel cage match, which I thought overall was good. I mean, you can't go wrong with Slayer entrance. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And then I really did enjoy Gangrel. That's fun because he wanted to do that at. I think he said he wanted to do it at Mania, right?
He
Where
said he wanted. He wanted Slayer. He did it at LA Mania. Yes,
he wanted to do it, but they
he
wouldn't.
wanted to do it. They just gave him a piece. He just did the beginning, I believe.
No. I'm sorry, Gangrel.
Oh,
He
He wanted to do Gangrel. Yes. He wanted to do Gangrel at Mania. Yes.
And I think it's nice to see also Gangrel just overall a very nice dude. I've met him backstage in an indie show once or twice, and he's just a lovable guy. So it was very cool to see him come out, spit some blood, hit some DDTs. And what was not cool was this this off the top of the cage dive.
Was elbow
I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Jesus, is Red Dawn happening right now?
Yeah, what's going on? Is everything okay over there?
I have no idea. I am now concerned. It is like real ass helicopter army choppers and shit. I don't know, guys, but
somebody
maybe it always just fears me. Like, I don't know, guys, if you ever seen Red Dawn, but I always think that. I always think I'm just gonna wake up and it's like, well, it's over. They're here. Take us.
So, yeah, Copeland fractured his tibia. So, yeah, you know what's so funny, Neesin? Anytime I see like one of our older wrestlers take a dive like this, I think of you because of all the times you're like, Sting, please don't do that, Sting. You know what's really funny? Sting never got hurt.
Pingo, you are like. So I'm watching it. We're watching it with. So I went to. Like I said, I went to Circle 6 and just watched it with friends JB, Sean, and a couple other people. And the whole time, mind you, some people in there are friends with these people, and I'm like, this match is making me uncomfortable. They're like, why? I'm like, Edge Adam is 50 years old, and I don't want to be an ageist here, but he was one of my favorites as a kid, and I do not want to watch anyone die.
Yeah,
I was like, that is my biggest thing. Sting, I can't watch his matches because I don't want to watch him die. Like, I feel I'm more concerned.
Oh, you're in luck.
Jericho,
you don't have to.
Exactly. Jericho hit that point for me. So the Jericho match, same thing. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to watch this man try to do a lion saw to break his neck. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not my thing. And what happened? And literally, so this happened. He's climbing. I'm like, don't do this. Don't. Something's gonna happen. Like, he's gonna do it. And they're like, he's gonna be fine. And then he does. And the minute he falls, I was like, oh my God, why on your legs? Your legs are gone. You just broke your legs. And they're like, no, look, it's fine. Da, 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 da. And then like it ends, of course, and everybody's just like, see, he's fine.
Yeah, see, he's fine. He's barely, he needs Gangrel to help him up the ramp.
And then the next day, today, he puts out an Instagram post and is like, yep, done with that. My brain thinks I'm not 50 anymore. And I'm just sitting there like, thank you. Fucking thank you. Like, I don't need you jumping off a fucking barbed wire cage that is like 25 feet in the air. Not only quote unquote onto somebody on a table, but you jumped onto your legs. Like, that's literally just jumping off a roof and like, I'm just gonna land. I'm just like,
yeah, it is. It essentially is.
Like, I I feel like I'm the only one that cares about these people, and that's how I feel. Everybody's gonna think like, yeah, and I'm like, you guys suck. You are terrible friends, terrible fans, and terrible supporters. You guys suck. Yeah, and I just felt vindicated. So
Yeah. So Copeland is, I mean, he's probably out for a year at least. I would assume.
at least
Which is
a
a
year.
bummer. Because I feel like other than this, I was enjoying what he was doing. And by this I mean the jumping off the top of the cage. I thought everything else was fine.
I was enjoying him, climbing 25 feet up
until he climbed. Then I was like, oh no.
Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. So again, I'm sure we're gonna hear what we're doing about the TNT Championship on.
I just read that. I'm so sorry. Exactly. Me just thinking, hey, I could separate a chair. Apparently, I can't.
We should have just taken those other seats.
We should have just taken other seats.
We should have just taken those other seats.
But our seats were great, so fuck that.
Oh yeah, they were.
They're great. Nothing was fine now, guys.
Yeah, I feel like I hadn't asked you about it, but we're all good there.
Yeah, this fine. Tons of other injuries though, but that's another story for.
Oh boy,
Neesin is just accident prone.
Oh shit. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with the TNT Championship. I honestly think we already have 2 tournaments coming up. We don't need to have another tournament. I say literally just either have Malachi run back Malachi versus Kyle O'Reilly. That match was fucking great. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Have Malachi win. Because I feel like he deserves a title run of some sort that is not bound by others. Nothing wrong with the rest of House of Black, but
wow,
I think it would be nice to.
Wow,
You give him a single run. Come on,
wow,
with the title.
What's wrong with good old Buddy over there? Buddy's over there killing it.
Yeah, Buddy's doing great. He's led. A fantastic life. What a life!
Yes,
led.
Winning that life, sir, buddy. You are winning that life, and that's all that. You don't have to win a championship. And you're getting paid to win that life.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
2 championships.
Yeah. He has a forever champion, and then he has a he's just winning that life.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Give the TNT title to Jack Perry, and then that would be the shittiest and greatest thing ever. Yeah, we're gonna put Jack in the title match. You guys are all doing great. Great job. Smiles, everyone. I would be fine with that. I think that was my Matt Jackson impression.
Yeah,
it was the only time you will probably ever hear it.
Nope. We got to bring that back. With Matt, Pingo Jackson needs its own segment every week. Pingo Jackson needs to say, how are you going to book, the AEW? I think it's just that's our segment from now on. That's our closing segment. Is how are you going to put either AEW or that wrestling show? It's like, well, so Neesin, you need I need that. Yeah, just give Jack Perry the title in a ceremony. It would be beautiful.
Honestly, this is a great idea. I think this is a fine idea.
But then would you do that? And then would you have Sammy Guevara come and interrupt him and then you have a Sammy Guevara versus Jack Perry thing? Or does Sammy Guevara come back and join the Elite?
Sammy Guevara comes back and joins the Elite. Absolutely.
It's
not my fault old people are old. That's what he should say. Sammy Guevara.
Again, it's you guys' fault. You and you are the wrong. It's you, your fault.
It's his
Your
fault.
fault.
He got a concussion, not mine. All right. We're gonna spend the next 9 to 10 minutes talking about the AEW TBS Championship match. I jokingly told Neesin we could talk about Will Nightingale for an entire hour if you want. This match was great. I think it lived up to its expectations. It shows me that Mercedes is back. She's not afraid to do whatever she was doing before the injury. We're good to go here. And I saw a lot of people saying her entrance was a little extra, and to that I say it should have been more extra. It wasn't extra enough because this is the CEO, your biggest star, their first match back from injury, and it's a title match. Who cares? She should have had 50 more. The Blue Man Group should have come out. I don't know. Vegas things. She should have rode out on an elephant, and the elephant had alligators for skates. I don't know. I don't care. It should have been bigger. What I will say is if we learned anything about Mercedes Moné, I feel like we also need to raise up her opponent, Will Nightingale, who has 100% come into her own as not only as a champion, as a fantastic wrestler. I could watch these two. I could watch Willow throw Mercedes around the ring for 45 minutes. It was great stuff. The only thing I do wish is I wish the timing was different, so maybe Willow had a longer run, but I understand. I understand and get it. But what I love even more, and I will let Neesin talk in a minute, is now this is where you start. This is where you need to start your women's division. You see this and you start from there. You start fresh because you have Mercedes as a champion. And what do you do with Willow? No, Willow doesn't get a rematch. Now she has to have a big old Haas fight with her former best friend. And that is another storyline. That's going to be a great match. And I am just excited for the future of the women's division in AEW. What I am not excited about is that this match was 18 minutes, and apparently that is the longest women's match in the history of AEW. Somebody told me that this morning. That is mind-numbingly stupid. But anyway, Neesin, go ahead.
I'm just trying to hold back all my gushing words. Before we get to the boss standard, the blueprint, Queen of the Ring, the ESPY award winning CEO, Mercedes Moné. Let's just all have a digital worldwide flower throwing, applause having, stand up in your seat screaming moment for Willow Nightingale. Not only for the incredible match that she put on again with Mercedes Moné. No. For making her own name. Like Willow Nightingale came in not as a glorified top super indie star or from another company or anything in that nature. She came in with a few people knowing who she was, but made an impact. Immediately grabbed the audience and had us weird, like, who is this? Her energy is infectious. The way she wrestles is incredible. It's intense. It's powerful. And plus, she just seems like a genuinely nice person. all the things we want out of our quote unquote baby faces today, which are hard to make true baby faces today in professional wrestling. And Willow Nightingale was that across the board: men, women, child, duck, aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, because those are different animals. So she was all those things, and she made a name and rose up quicker in a legitimate way out of anybody else in AEW without the quote unquote rocket on her back. Now he says she has the title, that's a rocket, blah blah blah. Like, Willow did it without any real like stories going on inside the ring. Now the Statlander thing, which we'll talk about, was great, and it's something that's been teased and going on, and I love that aspect. But we forget that the story that they're really telling between Mercedes and Willow was outside from the New Japan. That was the New Japan story that they brought in. Willow was doing a lot of carrying, and she still is. And I just want to take the time out and say how dope Willow is, how great Willow is. And God damn it, we are Willow Knights in this building. That's right, Willow Knights, Willow Storians. Yes. What we're gonna come up with a name, but Willows.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But besides them, just I don't want to go Willow, but this. I just want to go Willow. Full stop.
Period. Yeah.
Just Willow.
Look at that.
The boss, the standard, the blueprint, the GOAT, the queen of the cell, the DDT Mandalorian, the ESPY award winning, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, just prove once again why she is that bitch. Let's just be real. Like, every time every person gets in the ring, they have their best match. They have their best match with her. Why? Because Mercedes feels like she doesn't have a spine. It's made out of fucking rubber, and she'll just throw her body any and everywhere. And it really, she goes balls out. If it's one thing that she's going to do, she's going to have a banger of a match with it doesn't matter. Yeah, people talk, oh, but her promos stink. Oh, but she went extra. First of all, it's Vegas. She didn't go big enough. Like you said, Pingle, this is Vegas. Showgirls, Rockettes, all the things. This is what Mercedes Moné is. She is the superstar, a bona fide star. So I get it. People want it. Oh, Willow should have had a long reign. Willow should have beat her. No, this is the first time that actual Tony Khan cashed in on a superstar that they brought in. She brought in her first big match, quote unquote. We could talk about the 3 main event pay-per-view, main eventing a pay-per-view. She wins a title. A real title. If anyone should be mad at this, should be Toni Storm being the women's title, and she's relegated to mid-card. That's the only person that needs to be mad at this. Willow did a damn good job of holding her own, and now she's going on to a storyline that has a lot of heat behind it. A whole lot of heat, which is going to be great. But it sets Mercedes Moné up as the superstar and as the orbit, as the gravity, as the champion that she is in that division, where now she could be able to put other planets, other stars, other entities around her and help grow the galaxy even further. And that's what that division needs. And then Willow can help grow even further on another galaxy and separate them. And then maybe they could come back and have a 3. And that's how you create a women's division. This was the only match that I came to see on this pay-per-view. I've literally watched up until this match, and once I learned that Swerve was next and not the main event, once again, just ruining this man's title picture, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. I want to talk about that. And it delivered. It delivered in all aspects. Sasha Banks, Willow Nightingale is what women's wrestling is. That's, if we're doing a book, you could do a lot of books. You could do a lot of people on the cover of a women's wrestling book. But if we're doing today, what is this, the 28th, you said?
Yes.
May 28th, 2024, the cover of Women's Wrestling is going to have Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné looking at each other, dead-eyed. That's what it's going to have, and it's damn sure a bestseller. So I can't say any, like, the match, great. All those things, great. But the star power that these two women are is it can't go understated. And I just hope and I hope and I hope they really take this and use them as the real, as what, you know, they could have did this with Athena, right? Maybe now we finally get Athena versus Sasha, right? Boom. They could build that, and then you could take the other tap holder, North and South poles with Willow and Sasha, and really build those and have it come back again and make more money. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's effing beautiful. Think that I healed my time.
Yeah.
That's all. My pants are tight. Good night, everybody.
I want to circle
not
back
off air
to
yet?
something.
I'm sorry.
I want to circle
ahead.
back to
The only question I have is the difference between Sasha Banks, the boss, and Mercedes, the Leo. Oh, it's the see, not so much, not much. You know, what I saw in that ring was something I haven't seen from Sasha in some time. Meaning, just like it felt, even in New Japan, I felt like she was trying to feel her way out. She was trying to do certain things. She was trying to fit a style. I felt like in the match that I seen was the WWE style and the New Japan style together. She was pulling out STF. She was doing all the shit, and plus being able to sell up. Now, if we're talking about character wise, no, I don't see the difference besides going even higher in the starness of it, right? Like Sasha Banks would come out being too cool. It was very hip hop. It was very like chill. Like now it's like, no, I'm stepping into my light. I am the star. You see all this? Like, this is me. And that's the feel that I get. That's what I feel like the difference is. Other than that, like, yeah, I get it. Like, there isn't that, but there's shit.
Does it
like,
matter though?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm about to say. Like, it doesn't matter because if we look at, are we looking at Okada? Are we looking at?
I could literally say Cody Rhodes is the same as he was in AEW that he is in WWE.
1,000%. I mean,
And
Ethan Page just pulled the same shit.
It just feels like this is said from I don't see what the difference is.
Yeah.
Guys, just say you hate AEW. Just say it. I actually haven't vocally said that out loud to any of my friends. Just say you don't fucking like AEW. Just say it. I'd rather you just said it to me so I could go, got it. Okay. You don't care. Like, you don't care.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wants to talk about tribalism, but they won't just come out and say, I don't fucking like AEW. That's fine if you don't like it. Just don't beat around the fucking bush anymore. Because it's getting kind of annoying, honestly. I don't think you do, Garcia.
Baby.
I don't think you do.
Look, I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't love it. Like, I don't
either. I don't love it either. But here I am.
But I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it. Like, because I literally went to watch the pay-per-view. And I mean, I have tons of just like, I was watching, I'm like, come on, man. Like, all these things. But the things that I do like in there, the things that I do want from there, I feel like there's so much potential there. I want AEW to survive, and I want it to grow, and I want it to be great, and I want it to be successful. But I feel like they keep shooting themselves in the foot. And that's my thing. They're self-sabotaging themselves. And
yeah, they're still doing it. It's still
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the reason, and it's crazy because like I feel like the reason is always it's a fixable reason. The reason is to cater to only a certain amount of people. Yeah. And it's like that's enough. Maybe AEW isn't just for me then. Like, but a Mercedes Moné and Willow match is for me. A Statlander turning on Willow is for me. A Adam Cole coming back is for me. Where's
Jamie Hayter?
Where the hell is Jamie Hayter?
I wish she had come. If she had come out after Toni Storm's match, I would have been like, "This is the greatest show ever."
The greatest show ever. And guys, and this is what I'm talking about. That women's wrestling is the draw, because when I tell you I'm in this room, and these are people in the business, and only thing that we're really talking about is women's wrestling, and how, and same Jamie Hayter's name is coming up. Britt Baker's name is like only names are coming up are women.
Yeah.
And it is the wildest thing, like on a sense of like, how can people literally say out their mouth that, oh, this 18 minutes is the longest women match in AEW when your draws are women. Like this is not your draws, but your draws are women. Okay. But some of y'all draws maybe women too, but that's a different conversation, different time. But your draws, your money makers, your tickets, your your bill payers, your your draws payers, they're women, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It is a beautiful thing. So I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but all I know is the Boston Blueprint, the Standard, the GOAT, the Queen of the Cell, the DDT, Mandalorian, the ESPY Award winning, the CEO. Mercedes Moné is back. It is beautiful. She is the TBS champion. And God damn it, if she's not on my screen every Wednesday and Friday, also I'm looking to see. Damn, the Timberwolves won by 5. That's crazy.
Ooh.
They won a pickup game. That's cool. I mean, not like it counts to anything. So whatever.
You can't fucking guard me. I was watching that.
Like he was good.
I was watching that in a bar, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Hey, bro, Luca is a bad man, and Rudy Gobert. Basically, Rudy Gobert is like the Jennifer Lopez of basketball.
Okay.
Fooled everybody into a career.
Fooled
the nation into a career.
So there was one other topic I wanted to talk about before we get out of here. And I don't think it really has to be that long of a discussion. Okay. Becky Lynch's contract is up. She no longer has a WWE contract. There have been, again, once someone's contract is up, it's like, where are they going? And I've been thinking about this a lot, and I feel like I want to know what you think Becky is going to do. I think she's done everything she could possibly do in WWE. Like, I literally went down the list. I'm like, yeah, she did that. She did that. She main evented Mania. She did all this stuff. She got hurt, came back, did some more stuff. Actually, I'm sorry. No, she didn't get hurt. She had a child, came back and did some more stuff. And I think there is, it's like, obviously, oh, maybe she'll go to AEW. I am of the thinking right now that maybe Becky just takes a break. I don't think she's going to show up. She's a rental for Wembley if Hayter stays stuck in the 5th dimension. Okay, never mind. Becky Lynch going to AEW. I'm of the thinking right now that maybe Becky just hangs out for a little while. I don't think she really needs to make a decision right now. Would I like her to go to AEW? Sure. Do I think she needs to solidify her career? Absolutely not. Maybe she has some boxes she wants to check off with some people that aren't in WWE. Maybe. But how would you feel seeing Becky Lynch show up in AEW?
How are you going to treat her? I think, having your first 18-minute women's match, like, does she want to be on the forefront of that revolution? Does she want to be on that thing again? Like, she was on the forefront of one revolution. Does she want to be on the forefront of another? But I I think I see her going to Hollywood, man. Like, I think we forget, like, Becky Lynch is an actor, or Rebecca Quinn is an actor at heart. And I think, I think her management company is the same management from The Rock. I think so. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see her take this time off and really get into acting. I mean, we know certain things that she was in, certain things that got cut by certain things, So we know husband was in certain things that got cut. So it's a thing of like, okay, well, if we could put some time, and then plus, look, Seth, he's out and they have a kid, and this is the perfect time to just take some time to go act, do some self tapes, like go sit on a set for 3 months and look at Roman.
I don't know how close they are, but listen, you could call Mercedes in 3 months and be like, how was your experience? How is that going?
And I think, I also think with that, I think it's there, but it's tough. You look at Mercedes getting paid that, but you look at Becky, and if it is money, and if it is a thing of like terms of money and not coming close to what Mercedes got, or the man's been the man for quite some time. She's been selling merch. She's been on top. She's been sacrificed. She's doing the thing. So when we talk about paying the money, like, she's better be as equal or as much as equal or more Charlotte, right? Like, you have to be able to match those. And you just signed Drew, you just signed Seth, right? So if it doesn't make her happy, then cool. She knows she can step away if she wants to go to New Japan, go build New Japan, or go wrestle, in these other places where you felt like you didn't get to wrestle at, maybe do these one-offs, but you got to be real strategic. You just can't go anywhere,
I agree, Dylan. Just chill. And I know WWE, she apparently didn't like the contract they gave her or something. And now there's probably going to be another one. The Rock's probably going to deliver like a sword to her house or something. I don't know. That was a Drew McIntyre reference.
Yeah. I was trying to think of what's like an Irish thing. Like, what's like the
shillelagh. The thing that Finley used to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Finley. My name's Finley, and I love
to fight. Why was he named Fit Finley?
That was his name in WCW.
WCW.
He was Fit Finley. Go to TNA. Honestly, do it. That would be so wild, and I think that would be fun. You can deliver electricity.
Hey, you guys are
potato
out of control.
Yeah, you guys are wild.
Out of control.
More
bold prediction. The Rock delivers a potato.
A potato. Here you go, Becky. A potato. And she's like, what the fuck?
I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong on some level.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. I feel like that's wrong. I apologize for being culturally insensitive. Yeah, I feel weird. Feel weird, guys.
Anyway.
Feel weird. Yeah.
Well, that's all I got. I don't got anything else. Is there any other things that are grinding your gears right now?
Well, what does Pingo Jackson have for us? What does Pingo
I'm not
Matthew
doing
Jackson
it again. I can't do them on command. That's one thing. Like, when people are like, do that again, I'm like, I can't now. I'm worried about it. I don't want to do it on because I'm not in the state of mind. Because now I'm like, oh no. Now I gotta perform. You're doing great, guys. Is everybody having a good show? Just see a little more smiles around here. You keep the energy up. Keep the energy up. I love it. I think it's very funny. I think it's a funny thing.
I legit have tears in my eyes. He's like, I can't do it. I can't.
I just gotta wait. Can't ask me to do it. I'll get
Oh man.
All right. That I think is it for us.
That's it.
This week. Neesin, where
Yeah.
can the people find you on the interwebs?
Barely on the webs right now, but when I am, you can find me at Stay Fly Life on Instagram, probably saying some shit that'll make your mom go ooh, and make your dad go hey, and then make your sister go ha, and then make your brother go. And yeah, that's about it. Twitter, Stay Fly Life. TikTok, Stay Fly Life. If anybody is selling GarageBand, guitar, holla at me. I'm looking for a GarageBand store. I ordered one online, a wireless one, just taking years to come. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Where can I find you, Pingle?
You can find me on all the social medias at JP Thrice. That's it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Over the
That's all I
learning
have.
tree?
I am the learning
The
tree.
learning tree.
Did you see he's going to have a new talk show called TV Time?
Jesus Christ.
So stupid. If he
Jesus.
oh my god, we can't get there. Can't. We're
Yeah.
done. All right, guys. This was a lot of fun. We'll talk to you guys next week, but make sure you check out.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees, Pingle.
I don't know what that means.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Jake. And shake that ass for me.
Oh, for Drizzy?
Well,
Never.
Sexy rat. Sexy rat.
Never.
Bow, 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 bow.
All right.
Get it sexy. Get it sexy.
Make sure you guys check out that #show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Goodbye. Well, question. Do you think Trick, when he stand next to Sexy Red, does he believe he sees two bad bitches?
I think so. Yeah.
Damn,
I think so.